This is the Dallas Morning News. It's Wednesday, October 15th. Sunny and warm today with a high of 89. A few clouds will move in this evening with a low of 65. Here are today's headlines. Speculation is mounting at Dallas City Hall that Mayor Eric Johnson may soon resign to seek another political office. At least one candidate for mayor says he is ready to run if and when Johnson resigns. Former Dallas Independent School District Superintendent Michael Hinojosa is one of several people being discussed as a possible successor to Johnson, whose term expires in 2027. Hinojosa said in an interview, "It was really quiet for a long time, but in the last 10 days, I've heard it from 10 different sources that he's going to announce something at some point, that he's not going to finish his term." The domain name, ericjohnsonfortexas.com, was registered October 6th, according to the website GoDaddy.com, though it is unclear who reserved it. The city also canceled a scheduled city council briefing this week, fueling more speculation. Johnson has not responded to requests for comment. For more than a year, Dallas political insiders have questioned whether the mayor will finish his term or seek higher office. Recent events have intensified speculation, with some of it suggesting he may resign soon to run for state or federal office. Johnson, a Republican since 2023 after switching from the Democratic Party, has been linked to the Texas Attorney General's race and the newly redrawn Republican-leaning 32nd Congressional District. In other news, a federal judge's ruling Tuesday temporarily blocked the University of Texas system from implementing parts of a new state law that limits where and when students can engage in expressive activities on campuses. U.S. District Judge David A. Ezra agreed with student groups from UT Dallas and UT Austin that the system's implementation of the state law, which bans expressive activities overnight and restricts them in the last 2 weeks of the semester, likely violates their First Amendment rights. Under the law that took effect September 1st, governing boards determine where protests can take place. Universities must prohibit protests or expressive activities from 10 p.m. to 8 a.m. During the last 2 weeks of a semester, expressive activities cannot include inviting speakers onto campus or using amplified speakers or drums. Ezra wrote, "The First Amendment does not have a bedtime of 10 p.m. The burden is on the government to prove that its actions are narrowly tailored to achieve a compelling governmental interest. It has not done so." The plaintiffs, which include a campus ministry group, a student-run newspaper, a percussion performance group, and a live music student club, say the restrictions affect how they operate on campus. Next up, a Grapevine youth basketball coach was sentenced to prison in what authorities described as an extensive child pornography operation. Michael Bo Peacock was sentenced last month to 40 years in federal prison, followed by 20 years of supervised release. The 50-year-old Denton man was also ordered to pay a $50,000 fine. Beginning in January 2023, federal authorities say Peacock coerced more than 100 children to provide sexually explicit photographs and videos of themselves. The U.S. Attorney's Office said he and a Louisiana man, 35-year-old Daniel Perryman Collins, often found the children on social media platforms such as Snapchat. Before his arrest, Peacock coached high school girls basketball for Grapevine Faith Christian School, which has an enrollment of more than 800 students beginning in kindergarten, and for True Texas Hoops, a competitive Christian-based youth basketball program in North Texas. And the Dallas Mavericks took care of some housekeeping duties ahead of their preseason finale in Las Vegas. The Mavericks have reportedly signed Jason Kidd to a multi-year contract extension. Two people with knowledge of the deal confirmed to the Dallas Morning News. This marks the second extension Kidd has received with the franchise as he enters his fifth season as head coach. Kidd's extension was first reported by NBA insider Mark Stein. The number of years and salary figures were not immediately available. Kidd has led the Mavericks for 4 seasons, originally taking over as the team's head coach in 2021, and he has guided the Mavericks to a 179-149 record, taking the franchise to the Western Conference Finals twice. Kidd's latest extension comes after he notably drew interest from the New York Knicks for their head coaching gig over the offseason. Thanks for listening. For more on today's stories and the latest breaking news, visit dallasnews.com. Enjoy your day, and I'll be back tomorrow with more from the Dallas Morning News.